Thank you very much, Subodhi. Thank you for that elaborate introduction. And I often say you must have good friends in life because they are ready to speak all the lies for you. And thank you very much for saying all that. ऐसे ही दोस्त तो जीवन में काम आते हैं और यही समय है कि ऐसे दोस्तों को रखना चाहिए कि कोविड के समय में जब आप घरों में बंद हैं, दूर से बैठे वो आपको बताते रहे कि आपकी हुई उपादेयता है और आपका रेलेवेंस है लाइफ में. थैंक यू वेरी मच फॉर इनवाइटिंग मी. थैंक यू ऑल वेरी मच for being with me on this platform today. The Honorable Vice Chancellor, the Honorable Principal, all the colleagues who I can see and who are there, thank you for inviting me and giving me this opportunity to share my views with you. Subodhji has said so many things. Let me try to justify some of them. As an educationist, he has already mentioned, I teach education. I'm more concerned about the situation today than perhaps other teachers. And the canvas that I can see is not just higher education, but I look at my children from 3 years to perhaps 24, 25, 26, right up to the PhD level. Because as he said, I had the great opportunity of planning, looking at policies from children of 3 years right up to the PhD level. What was education before COVID? The life in academia before COVID, life during COVID, and what do we expect life to be beyond COVID-19? We have suddenly been put in a situation where we have to do teaching learning online without me meeting my students, without meeting my learners. This was never the norm. Or at least in the school education. I will try to cover the complete canvas so that I can share with you my concerns and try to make it your concern as well. At least in the school education, except for the smartboard, some PowerPoint presentations, we have not done much to make technology augmented education in the school sector in India. Suddenly on 20th March, we were told the school buildings will be closed, but teaching learning must go on. I have heard many speakers and many experts say education has completely stopped, teaching learning has stopped. No, it has not. Thanks to the very, very intelligent, inquisitive, active teachers in India and across the globe. एक बार तो टीचर को सलाम करो. जब कोविड आया तो अमेरिका के एक डॉक्टर से पूछा गया क्या हुआ, क्या होना चाहिए, तो डॉक्टर बड़े नाराजगी में बोला सारा समय और पैसा मैराडोना में लगाए हो, जाके उससे पूछो क्या होगा. थोड़े गुस्से में मैं भी कहना चाहता हूं देश से कि पूरे समय तो टीचर बैशिंग करते रहे, टीचर को कभी इज्जत दिया नहीं. जाके गावस्कर और तेंदुलकर से पूछो कि आज क्या करें पढ़ाई, कैसे पढ़ाया जाए क्लास को और बच्चों को. ये गावस्कर और तेंदुलकर से पूछो, क्योंकि देश ने अगर केवल उन्हीं को सराहा है, उन्हीं की पूजा की है, तो हमसे क्यों पूछने आ रहे हो कि पढ़ाया कैसे जाए. लेकिन ये नाराजगी में कह रहे हैं, ये बात सीरियसली लेने की नहीं है. आज सोचने की जरूरत है कि प्री कोविड हमने टीचर्स को क्या स्थान दिया था, ड्यूरिंग कोविड टीचर्स का क्या स्थान है और पोस्ट कोविड टीचर्स का क्या स्थान होगा. आई थिंक दिस इज द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चन दैट वी मस्ट ऑल ट्राई टू आंसर टुडे. Who is the most important person today? The Prime Minister comes on the television, and I'm a great admirer of my Prime Minister, I must say. Comes on the television again and again and again and says, इनको सराहो क्योंकि ये कोविड वॉरियर्स हैं, कोरोना वॉरियर्स हैं. डॉक्टर्स, क्लीनर्स, नर्सेज आज यही हमारी जान बचा रहे हैं. पोस्ट कोविड टीचर ही हमारा जान बचाएगा. ड्यूरिंग कोविड टीचर ही हमारा जान बचाएगा. कहा गया है ना कि अगर किसी को एक दिन के लिए मदद करना चाहते हो तो उसको खाना खिलाओ. उसको एक टाइम का भोजन कराओ, और अगर जीवन भर के लिए किसी को अच्छा बनाना चाहते हो तो उसको पढ़ा लिखा दो, ताकि वो पूरे जीवन अपने लिए कमाई करके अपना खाना निकाल सके। तो यही स्थान टीचर का है। मैं इतने उदाहरणों से केवल ये कहना चाह रहा हूं और नाराजगी जाहिर करके ये कहना चाह रहा हूं, आज वो समय है, एक बार तो कहो टीचर तुम्हें सलाम। क्या होगा कोविड के पहले, क्या हुआ? अभी सुबोध जी ने कहा कि कॉलेज की क्या स्थिति है। मैं एमएचआरडी में कई मीटिंग्स का पार्ट रहा हूं, और लगातार हजारों की संख्या में सेंट्रल यूनिवर्सिटीज में पोजीशन खाली है, भरा नहीं जा रहा। और मैं अगर थोड़े गुस्से में कहूं कि ब्यूरोक्रेट का एक भी पोजीशन खाली नहीं रहता है, वो धड़ाधड़ भर दिया जाता है। पढ़ाई तो हो ही जाए, बच्चे तो पढ़ ही लें, तो टीचर की आवश्यकता कहां है? लेकिन ड्यूरिंग कोविड एक बड़ी अच्छी चीज हुई, सुबोध जी ने याद किया कि बड़े दूर बैठे हैं शर्मा जी, वहीं से बैठे बैठे एक लेक्चर कर दीजिए, हम भी सुन लेंगे। हींग लगे ना फिटकिरी, टीचर अपने घर में बैठा है, लेक्चर कर रहा है और बता रहे हैं कि 180 से ज्यादा लोग जुड़े हैं। किस क्लास की का स्ट्रेंथ होता है 180? आज हजारों की संख्या में सुन रहे हैं। मैं उदाहरण अगर दूं, मेरठ यूनिवर्सिटी कर रहा है पिछले 14 दिनों से 13 दिनों से सेमिनार, और 1800 लोग हर दिन जुड़ते हैं, 3 से 5, अक्रॉस द कंट्री, अक्रॉस द वर्ल्ड। अभी तक जो मैं वेबिनार कर रहा हूं उसमें सबसे बड़ा मैं उसी को पा रहा हूं, 1800 स्टूडेंट्स ऑनलाइन जुड़े रहते हैं। क्या होने जा रहा है सर क्लास का साइज इन फ्यूचर, और कौन पढ़ाने जा रहा है? हम चर्चा कर रहे हैं कि प्री कोविड, ड्यूरिंग कोविड और पोस्ट कोविड क्या होगा। हमने एक एक्सपेरिमेंट किया नेशनल इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ ओपन स्कूलिंग से। जैसे ही लॉकडाउन हुआ, बड़ा मैं सम्मान करता हूं माननीय सूचना और प्रसारण मंत्री जावड़ेकर जी का, मैंने उनको अप्रोच किया, आग्रह किया कि सर एनआईओएस के 4 चैनल हैं मेरे टेलीविजन के, इसको मैंडेटरी चैनल बनवा दीजिए आप अपने केबल ऑपरेटर्स को करके। आभार है उनका, उन्होंने तुरंत अपने सेक्रेटरी को कहा कि आप बात करिए एनआईओएस से और इसको लाइव मैंडेटरी चैनल बनाइए। टीचर्स तो थे नहीं ऑफिस में, तो हमने ये किया कि देश भर के टीचर चाहे जहां भी हो, उनको आइडेंटिफाई करो, वो वहां से स्काइप पर पढ़ाएंगे और वो ऑनलाइन जाएगा। आप अगर टाटा स्काई पर हैं तो 756, दूसरे चैनल नहीं बता सकूंगा, टाटा स्काई का 756 चैनल आप कभी भी 10:30 से 4:30 खोलिए। एक दूर दराज का टीचर पढ़ा रहा है और देश भर से स्टूडेंट्स उसको क्वेश्चन कर रहे हैं। हमने कई जगहों से टीचर सेलेक्ट किया और पढ़वाया। जयपुर का एक टीचर है, फिजिक्स पढ़ाता है, पूरे देश से यह डिमांड आया, सर उन्हीं से पढ़वाइए, हम उन्हीं से पढ़ना चाहते हैं। क्यों ये बात हम कह रहे हैं? अब लोकेशन हैंडीकैप नहीं होगा। आप चाहे जहानाबाद में बैठे हैं, चाहे गुवाहाटी में बैठे हैं, चाहे पुणे में बैठे हैं, चाहे तिरुवनंतपुरम में बैठे हैं, अगर आप अच्छे शिक्षक हैं तो आपकी मांग बढ़ेगी। कोरोना कोविड ने यही किया है। See, we in academia we are very resistant to change. We don't like to change. Just now, I think Subodhji said, and I hear all these statements very carefully. How can we replicate classroom? No, we don't have to replicate classroom. The format will change, and that is academia. We must be fast in changing. Nations and institutions which change fast, adopt changes fast, are in the front runners. Look at the process of imparting courses of the MIT, the Princeton, the Oxford, Cambridge. Such universities adopt change very fast. Indian universities have been very slow in adopting change. Coming times, those institutions, right from school to university, which adopt change will be front runners. The concept of teacher is perhaps going to wither. Look, You have 180 or so learners today on your platform. They are hearing everyone. They would be following those who speak well, who are able to deliver. Because here you have the option of come in, come out, go out. You have a button blinking, leave the meeting, leave the meeting. So anytime you are not performing, you would be left by the student. So in the times to come, only the best teachers would perhaps be on demand, not only in higher education, from the school education as well. What have we done? Let me analyze some of the policies. Look at your PhD policy. Attendance, stay on campus, 1 year, 6 months, coursework. Why? I'm a working professional. I want to do a PhD. Why should I be forced to be on campus? The classes are 5 to 6 hours. I will be attending them from anywhere in the world. Why not adopt that change? So if institutions adopt these changes, the University Grounds Commission is vibrant institution, come up with a new policy immediately, perhaps Indian institution will be on high demand. And your faculty would no more be the faculty on your rocks. They may be anywhere. If I am delivering good lecture, please hire me. Don't pay me full salary, pay me part salary. I have said it on other platform and on a very serious platform. See, what is happening today? As I said, we are inviting experts from across the globe for no money. But some of them are being recognized as good speakers, good teachers, good who have delivered. So they would be on high demand. But today they are either not charging any fee or charging a small fee. In the times to come, they would be charging. I know of a few professors from the MIT who just deliver a couple of lectures during the year and earn billions. Because people register for their lecture months in advance. They deliver. They are good teachers. So what will happen? The concept of the institution, the concept of the faculty may wither, and we may have faculty from across the globe on our rolls who would be teaching. And perhaps because our system is so flexible, we are very rigid institutions. Look at Indian institutions. We are very, very rigid. We'll perhaps have to have very flexible rules. So, flexibility would be the norm. Somebody has put on the music. We need to switch that off. Hey, Subodhji, can you mute all except me?
Yes, sir, I'm muting you and allowing you to unmute yourself. Yes, I have unmuted you.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you. So, the concept of an institution has to change and will change in future. Why? We never practice with this online education. We never practice with this online education. And as Subodhji has said, I always critique the policies. We had a very robust system of distance education. We came up with very, very good roadmap for distance education during the 1980s. And it did very well. At one point of time, 25% of higher education participation was in distance education. We have been saying all the time that as a large country, we cannot afford to take everybody up to PhD level and afford that expensive education. Education has to be expensive. So only those who really deserve to go right up to PhD should go, and for them the government must subsidize. Rest should pay for themselves and they should go through distance education. What did we do? I must share with my peer group and very willing academics who have joined. They are definitely willing. That is why they are joined. We shut down the Distance Education Council. There was a body as by the name of Distance Education Council, the mandate, and it was a body created by an act of parliament as part of the Indira Gandhi National Open University. we closed that body, Distance Education Council, and merged it with the University Grants Commission. Today, I have just heard the University Grants Commission chairman say on a public platform the higher distance education participation is 11%. We must analyze. Did we go wrong in our decision making in India? Whereas we should have increased participation in distance education, we should have increased access through online education, digital education, we have gone back. We must review our policy, create a separate body by the name of Distance Education Council, which will take 50% of the total load right from schooling. The school was most unprepared. But I would like to mention about 2-3 things. India has a very robust research base for online distance education. We have a history of 50 years of experimenting and working with distance education. We were the first nation during 1975-76, 1st July 1975 to 1st August to 31st July 1976, we experimented with teaching through satellite. The experiment is known as the Satellite Instructional Television Experiment. Please read it. And we reached primary education through site experiment. We have a large plethora of material created. And through the same site, we also trained our teachers. It is very, very important in school education to train teachers. Not so much in higher education, but in school education, right from pre-primary, the Anganwadi, up to the senior secondary, we need to train our teachers. We must have a solid system of training teachers, and we did it through the site. Where has all that gone? Nobody remembers. Nobody is today remembering all that we did through site. I'm reminding deliberately because if you read the history of online education, distance education, technology augmented education, you will find we have done great experiments. Let me only mention for the school education, we did Chamarajnagar experiment, we did Siddhi experiment, all that is lost. So during COVID, when the Prime Minister called a meeting, we started saying, sir, we are doing this, we are coming up with something, and we have come with eVidya. You must have heard about it. All that was done before, nobody remembers. That's sad. Institutions must have an institutional memory. And that is very, very important. Let us not wash off what the previous regimes within quote have done. Let us not forget the research that have been done. During COVID, we have brought all teachers to online teaching, and this is going to stay even after. 2-3 things will definitely come in. One, the good teachers would be on demand. There would be a tough competition amongst teachers. Right from school education up to higher education. The competition amongst teachers has not been really tough in India because we have our own shelf in which we live, we teach, and we are happy. This won't happen anymore. First. Second, speaking lightly but on a very serious note, some of the teachers would be very well known in the country. 1980s, the A.W. Bates had written and said, in the 21st century, the best known faces on television would be of the teachers, and that is becoming true. So many television channels are approaching. They have started designing and developing lessons. Wait, post-COVID, they would be offering courses. I have been part of a number of them, and I know for sure they are now creating content, they would be providing to students Byju's. I think nobody on this platform would be unaware of Byju's. Look at the revenue they are earning. So post-COVID, some of the teachers would be very popular and they would be very rich. As A.W. Bates said, the best known faces and the highest taxpayers would be the teachers. Perhaps that is going to happen. But how will this impact our teaching learning process, our institutions? One thing that I believe is coaching culture may wither. Students will no more go to quota to stay there, hire a room, arrange for food, and take coaching. They would be at their own homes, taking coaching from the best teachers from any part of the country. So the teacher may be in Jahanabad, but teaching to children from Kerala, from Manipur, from Jammu, anywhere, and collecting fees online. We already have a very greased system of collecting money online. So if there is a teacher who is very good and is in Jahanabad, can teach and collect money from students across the country and be happy. This will change. The coaching culture may change. Similarly, the institution will change. Why have permanent faculty anymore? Why should I not be allowed to start my own university without a faculty? Hire the best faculty from across the globe and provide those to the teachers. Look, it may not be appreciated by the teachers today, but then be ready for it. Be ready for it. The best teachers will be on demand from across the globe because we have tasted how online education can be done. These platforms are working very well. So now, previously we were resistant. Suddenly COVID has impacted and we have switched over. We are all experimenting with it. We will be comfortable with it. I have talked to many teachers from across the school education right up to PhD, and they say, आने वाले समय में अगर यूनिवर्सिटी स्कूल 2 ही 3 दिन बुलाए तो अच्छा है, 2-3 दिन घर से ही रह के हम पढ़ा देंगे. अच्छा लग रहा है. दिन भर में 2-3 घंटे पढ़ाया और बाकी अपने घर में बैठे पढ़ते हैं. दिल्ली जैसे शहर के लोगों ने कहा 3 घंटे तो जाने आने में लग जाता था. तो अब वो समय बच जाएगा. इसको बड़े सीरियसली लेने की जरूरत है. क्या ये होने जा रहा है? और अगर होने जा रहा है तो हमारी क्या तैयारी होनी होगी? अब इसमें 2-3 चीजें अच्छी हैं. मेरा समय खत्म हो रहा है. मैं प्रश्न भी लेना चाहूंगा. I would like to take questions and answer those questions I'm raising, and I would like my colleagues to follow me to keep this interaction alive, because I believe my peer group only can tell me whether what I'm saying is or going to be true. One which is very dear to me is we neglected the less privileged. We neglected the less privileged. Even if you look at the participation of girls today, they are lagging behind. And they are lagging behind as an educationist, as somebody who is all the time involved in research. For sure, we did not have toilets. That's why girls didn't come. We did not have proper security. That is why girls did not come to the institution. And if I can say that, I can see many women and girls here. They are brighter than men. Wherever equal opportunity has been given to men and women, women have left men behind. Through online education, perhaps they are going to excel. They are going to be in the forefront. What about those who are differently able, the hearing impaired, the visually impaired, the learning disability, and similar other? इनके लिए बड़ा सुनहरा मौका आ रहा है, जिनको हम इंस्टीट्यूशन से पुश आउट करके रखे थे. इनको हम धकेल के बाहर निकाल दिए थे, अपने लिए जगह बना लिया था. ये सब एजुकेशन के सेंटर स्टेज पर आने जा रहे हैं और इनके लिए काम होना चाहिए, क्योंकि ऑनलाइन एजुकेशन इनके लिए बहुत जरूरी है. मैं आपसे एक छोटा एक्सपेरिमेंट शेयर करूंगा. हमने नेशनल इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ ओपन स्कूलिंग, जिसको मैं चेयर किया 5 साल, मुझे ऐसा लगा कि जो हियरिंग इम्पेयर्ड है उसमें कोई भी डिसेबिलिटी नहीं है सिवाय एक कि वो अंग्रेजी हिंदी नहीं समझता है. वो साइन लैंग्वेज समझता है, उसमें बात करता है. उसकी भाषा है और उसकी भाषा में हम नहीं पढ़ाते हैं। हमने कंप्लीट सेकेंडरी और सीनियर सेकेंडरी का मटेरियल साइन लैंग्वेज में कन्वर्ट करा दिया। जैसा कि अभी सुबोध जी ने बताया, मुझे डिजिटल इनिशिएटिव्स के लिए प्रेसिडेंट ने अवार्ड दिया था। हमने एक पूरा चैनल साइन लैंग्वेज में चलाया। 25 लाख लर्नर हर दिन उस चैनल को देखता है। ये 25 लाख बच्चे कहां पढ़ रहे थे? 70 सालों में यह देश सोचा क्यों नहीं उनके लिए? उनके लिए सुनहरा मौका आ रहा है कि उनको पूरी सुविधा मिलेगी। घर में रहिए, जहां भी रहिए, वहीं से पढ़िए। आप सबको जानकर बड़ी खुशी होगी, इनमें से एक लड़की जो हियरिंग इंपेयर्ड थी, सेकेंडरी में पढ़ रही थी, वो थोड़े समय पढ़ती थी टेलीविजन के माध्यम से और बाकी समय साइकिलिंग करती थी। अबू धाबी के ओलंपिक गेम्स में ये लड़की जो NIOS की स्टूडेंट थी, गोल्ड मेडल लेके आई भारत के लिए। कितना बड़ा बदलाव आ सकता है। तो मेरा ये कहना है कि जो टीचर्स हैं उनके लिए टफ कंपटीशन होने जा रहा है। उनको चेंज, जो हम हायर एजुकेशन में कहते हैं, टीचर्स मस्ट adopt change fast, and that is going to happen now. We will have to quickly change our method, mode of teaching. We will have to learn to teach through television, through radio and other means. I am not touching on media and what will be its impact, which medium, how much, which group. I am not touching that because that will take another one section. How to teach on radio, whether we were trained to teach on radio, whether we are trained to teach on television or not, and what will happen. And what is happening now, we are doing a bad job, I must tell you. Those who have started suddenly teaching online do not understand the dynamics of distance education or technology augmented education. We need to train them. Look at the training programs of the DLED, the BEd, or the human resource centers, the academic staff colleges. Have we ever talked about how to teach online? No, we were not ready. This is going to happen. I believe there are so many things that we can cover, but this will be a game changer. The COVID will be a game changer, and time will prove me right or wrong, because I critique policies. I've been saying on a couple of platforms recently, I'm reading all the policies of the past at the moment. Let me refer to one. Justice J.S. Verma Commission was created by the Supreme Court. And I think he is there, he's alive. Avdesh will be able to tell me. Professor Mrinal Miri, who is ex-vice chancellor of the Northeastern Hill University, NEHU, has written a report in the J.S. Verma Commission report. Please refer to it. And he says distance education cannot deliver. It doesn't have the capacity. He has been proved wrong. Time will prove whether what we are talking today, what we are predicting today will be right or wrong, and we would be assessed as experts. We are calling ourselves expert and being very happy that I am being called an expert. Time will prove how foolish or intelligent we were in predicting things. My understanding is in times to come, we will have very tough competition amongst teachers, because the concept of teacher, of an university, of a school will wither. Students will learn, will sit at the foot of those who are thousands of miles away. They would not come to sit at the foot of those who teach in the classroom if you are no good. We have a tough time ahead, but then the silver line is that perhaps we would be the richest people. We would be the most popular faces, and that will change the game. I believe we have similar many programs, but then you are the best judge. You would be able to say what and how things will change or is changing at the moment. We are all locked down in houses, but we have not stopped learning, teaching, learning. We have not stopped writing, publishing, and interacting with peer group. School education is different. Children must be together as they learn much from peer group, and we will have to design and develop mechanism for them. We may have to have a different format of schooling, but then the class, the teacher, the blackboard and the chalk are going to remain the backbone of school education at least. we cannot wish it out. That has to be the mainstay, but then other forms will come in and other changes, mechanism, media will. I would be happy to take questions. Subodhji, if you permit, and or if someone has questions, I'll be happy to answer.
Thank you, sir, for your very agitating speech, provoking. We have to think